Okay, so welcome back to my channel for another super card game battle between the Demon Clan, King Piccolo and Bojack's Brigade. Pirates versus Namekians, well, originally demons. I got this idea from Attack on Productions, who pointed out that while the Demon Clan card and the Bojack deck are quite similar, obviously the Turles deck is a bit more similar to King Piccolo in the fact that they kind of do the same thing, combo from life and so on. But I felt this was a more fun matchup, especially after watching that, seeing that, if you don't know what I'm talking about, the King Piccolo deck combos from life and summons the battle cards from the drop area that you've comboed from your life, and the Bojack Brigade deck alternatively will combo from the energy and then play the Bojack Brigade cards, which I think is a really fun and unique matchup. And I don't think me or player 7, who's not here this week, for personal reasons, didn't expect it to be as fun as it was, and it was super fun. I'd recommend anyone try it. But getting to the battle, I bring out pretty much the staple play. You do your staple turn 2 play for King Piccolo, and you bring out the Piccolo Junior Unison. It's the best red unison, I think, by far. I think most red decks do play him as opposed to the inbuilt unison that goes with the deck. But not always, but I do think this is great, especially even if you put in your side deck just to deal with a lot of blue decks that would play Dimension Magic. It allows you to blow up, if they do play Dimension Magic, it would allow you to blow up a 1500 or less battle card, which could be useful. Could get rid of so many different cards, any of those cards that will take a life and gain double strike or critical. I think there's a Vegeta card, so I'm going to attack with the Unison. He takes the hit. He's already down to 3 life, as you can see. Like, don't get me wrong, Piccolo is a very, very good deck still. Not quite as good with obviously New Ruler being put to 1 and obviously Drum as well. But as you can see, the Boo Unison now comes down for Bojack Brigade. I think maybe the best unison in the game, if it's allowed to go. He goes for the double strike. I believe it was negated with the Piccolo negate attack. He attacked with the leader, so obviously I think he's restanding the Boo a bit too early. It's supposed to restand at the end of the turn, but it's not the biggest issue. I believe it's supposed to restand at the end of the turn as opposed to during your turn. But anyway, on to my turn. I attack with the leader, I combo twice. That allows me then to bring out Goku from the Cross Spirits set, which is probably one of the running reasons, or one of the main reasons it synergizes with the Piccolo deck super well, because the Gohan deck that was meant for combos a lot, but this combos, in my opinion, a little bit better in some ways. If I had another Demon Clan card in the Piccolo, if they released another Demon Clan card that worked in the Piccolo deck, I believe this would be back into the tier 1 zone. But consistency, obviously, of trying to find those Demon Clan cards over if you were to play 6 games or 8 games at a regional, you probably will lose to consistency issues. That's his biggest issue at the moment, in my personal opinion. Obviously, if New Ruler and Drum came back, it's straight back into the conversation for best decks, but that's not the case at the moment. But Goku does keep in a competitive sphere. You can see right now the Bojack deck can start gaining advantage quite well from the energy area, provided everything goes well. But you see the amount of cards in hand that it generates, allowing it to be able to deal with huge combo power and being able to keep life. Obviously that's going to be crucial at the moment, being down to 3 life and there being such a huge gap between them. I believe, although you can't quite see because the life is face up for King Piccolo and it's all kind of off screen, unfortunately, due to the way it recorded, but I believe I'm still around maybe like the 5 health at this point. I think I'm 4 or 5 lives still. There's quite a large difference between us, and I use the max power Kamehameha, which is also a great card. I see every top deck playing the max power at this moment. It's a great negate for this deck. I can't remember what I was going to say. Tambourine is also a fantastic card. Pretty much having double strike if you have Namekians or Demon Clans face up in the live, or a Unison that has, I believe, Rejuvenate activator as something else. I can't remember the other part of Tambourine, but most of the time he's gonna have double strike, especially later into the game. Or not double strike, dual attack. Or well, it's not quite dual attack because he gains plus 5,000 on the second attack, but you know what I mean. As I just explained myself again. Attacking with the unison. Bojack's going to go and start his turn, drawing the card. He has a second actually. Unison. Oh, right. He draws the unison and then he puts immediately under to gain the marker. That's one of the things about the Boo Unison is that there's not really a way of gaining markers. So if you were playing someone, well, the topo comes down and a God Sealing comes out. Oh, that's not great because you have to still pay the cost. That was a huge move there. A great way of using the God Sealing to allow you to do your double strike. Attacking with the leader. And he's going to continue to use the Boujack Brigade's attacks. Evildoer coming out. That doesn't kill the Evildoer, but allows me to get another body on board. So I'm going to start my turn now. It probably wasn't the best use of Yamcha, but at that very moment he wasn't playing a lot of battle cards. And I kind of saw him at 3 life and just wanted to go for game, so I thought any chance to bring out the Yamcha, get another 15k attack, and take cards out of his hand, because you can see it's quite sizable hand, and I also wanted to take some of those dimension magics out of his hand as well. I'm going to combo with the drum just to give myself some protection if I can't. I can see the amount of cards in his hand, so I know I can't kill him this turn. The dimension magic comes down, obviously it's blue. I then go for the attack with my Goku. He's going to D-magic again. Activate the unison and I draw a card. Into the unison, I think. No, he's going to block with unison, sorry, and that's why he takes the marker. Attacking with my unisons, super comboing. Super comboing again. And then I go for the double strike. I'm really like putting pressure there on my opponent to win the game. Even putting the top off, so I just combo with pretty much everything in my hand. Because I can see he's on 2 life, I'm counting it on. So that's what, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. Yeah, so that's, I believe, I don't know what the combo cost there. Yeah, he's gonna pretty much have to combo because he had a huge hand. Boujack had a huge hand. Super combo, 2 super combos. So it looks like he's gonna combo. He's gonna manage to do it. Yeah, he's using the Kaba now. Using Kaba's effect to play him. And then that allows him to bring out Boujack on a rampage again. It was a pretty powerful card, great boss monster. It was fantastic when the deck had blue-yellow. I think this deck could have been in the conversation, but blue-yellow didn't last long enough for it to really get any kind of steam in the meta. Also, Gohan was just a better leader for blue-yellow, and obviously Mecha Frieza beforehand. But here comes the double strike. I'm not sure if I take the, yeah, just go ahead and take the double strike. I'm down to 1 life, as you can see, I think. No, I'm down to 2 life, so but that allows me to combo and bring out a tambourine. He attacks with his leader, so he's also in a good position to actually be able to end the game. Oh, there goes the hatch into the life. Boujack the Evildoer, that gets rid of, he bottom decks the double strike with King Piccolo, which is great for him. That's what Boujack Evildoer can do. It's a pretty strong card. So and he gets rid of what would be a big threat and really hard to deal with such a low hand count now. The double strike probably would have ended the game. But obviously with 2 live, trying to deal with the amount of pressure a red deck, especially Piccolo, can put on you, you know, it's going to be tough, but that's what blue tends to do. If it has D-Magic, Sensu Beans and so on, it can really do it. Piano came down on the field there, so that would allow him to draw, that would allow me to draw cards when I put a face-up card in my life. I'm going to super combo, so I'm really going for it. Put down my super combo, get to draw 2 cards and put 1 back. I'm comboing with the piano too. He has, and you might have been wondering why I was putting so much pressure on there. Felt like I could take a life. He thought I was trying to just take a life, but I was really just trying to get the Goku out there who allowed me 2 strikes. And also I kind of felt like if I brought out the Goku, he would say, he would go all out and trying to think that was my final move. But it wasn't. I had 1 more trick up my sleeve. If he could stop the Goku, and that was the plan. Because I figured he'd have Sensu Beans or D-Magics or some way of comboing or stopping it. So he's pretty much gotten rid of a lot of his hand. He's played out another Boujack Brigade card. Attack with the Unison, attack with the leader. Or, I don't know what. I think he's... oh yeah, the Unison attacks, but I think I realised that he was on 20k. Then I bring out New Ruler, and I think once I bring out New Ruler, that's kind of going to be it for game. Yep, I bring out New Ruler and attack, and I combo the Topo, so that puts him at 25k, and that's game.